Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jamin, and today I want to talk to y'all about something, kind of personal. Typically, we're doing shoe reviews and sneaker unboxings and things like that, but, sometimes I like to do a little bit of video different, just to connect with you guys and to talk and get your opinions and your thoughts on things. And today I really wanted to ask, what qualifies a person as being a quote-unquote sneakerhead or an old sneakerhead? I'm going to share a story with you regarding me back when I was in the sixth grade. I'll tell you what got me into sneakers. Back when I was in the sixth grade or the seventh grade, it was like 1989. A lot of my friends had like the Jordan 4s, and it was the Fire Red specifically. I don't remember the black. I don't remember the cements, the white cements. I do a little bit, but not really. It wasn't the military blues. Predominantly, the kids that I knew had the Fire Red 4s. And it was really, they were the cool kids or whatever. Not to say that I wasn't. In my mind, I was a cool kid too. Everybody was a cool kid, right? But everybody, the cooler kids, I guess, I don't know how to explain it, but they had, I guess it was in my eyes and in my head, they were cooler because they had, the Jordan 4, the Fire Red. And it was back then that I really, got kind of passionate about wanting a sneaker. I don't know if it was just because everybody else had it and I wanted it and we weren't able to get it. I grew up, with a single parent. Not to say that my father wasn't there, but, they weren't living together and all that. That's about all I'm going to say about that. But so we didn't really have the money, growing up to afford Jordans and stuff like that. I typically had British Knights, LA Gear, back in the 80s. But, I rocked my British Knights, man. I liked them. But I always wanted a pair of Jordans. And I'll never forget this kid, passed me down. I think this was when I was in the seventh grade. So I think they came out when I was in the sixth grade. That's 89. But he passed them down to me and he gave them to me. And, they were beat up. I remember them. They were dirty and everything. But, man, when I put those shoes on, it changed my whole feeling, like my whole persona about myself. Something changed. I put the Jordans on and I was like, wow, I got some Jordans. You know what I mean? And I won't forget, even though they were beat up and they were used, and you got to think, being in the sixth grade or seventh grade, you're beating up your shoes, right? So these shoes were pretty beat up. But I took them and I cleaned them up, and I just remember the feeling that I had when I was going to school and going to class, and I had on some Jordans. You know what I'm saying? And so fast forward to my adult life. I've been working in the in a large industry for the past 14 years. I just recently started within the same industry, but with another Fortune 100 company. Just started that position about a month ago. But I've been able to, work my way up in leadership and management and things of that nature. And, I've got a little bit of money now to where now by no means am I rich. No, I bust my ass for everything that I got. I make sure that my family's taken care of first before I do anything for myself. But I do splurge from time to time, and something that I've recently started getting back into in the last 3 or 4 years is shoes. Was there a break to where I didn't care about shoes? Yes. In my 20s, I could care less about shoes. I think I wore sandals for 10 straight years because I didn't care. I was into other things back then outside of shoes. I'm a big gamer. I like video games. But over the past few years, I've really gotten back into shoes. I think what brought me back into it was me and the kids were sitting around. They have the Nike by You program, and it was a Father's Day probably 3 or 4 years ago, and we designed a pair of Air Force Ones together. They picked out the colors and everything. I picked out the materials. My wife did, picked out a color or something like that. But anyway, we made a shoe, and I've got it sitting right up there at the top. It's like a bluish gray shoe, but when I got it in, I was like, man, you kind of rekindled a fire in me that I had when I was a kid about the love for shoes. And I get that today's shoe game is different. You know what I'm saying? Like everything's online because of COVID. Things aren't the same anymore. People are reselling shoes. And let me tell you, I don't really care what you do or how you think or whatever. I've seen videos where people are talking about grails and your grails and my grails. Here's my grail right here, because like I said, this is the shoe that really got me into sneakers when I was a kid, that I really wanted. And I actually, when these came out with the Nike Air, as they were back then, with the Nike Air on the back, it's nostalgia, man. It takes me back, and I actually tripled up on these. And the reason I did that wasn't to resell them later. It was just to have them, so I would always, because these things are going to get out of pricey. They're going to get out of, a range to where I feel comfortable spending my money on them. So I really wanted them, so I would just have them. And, not only that, but, I like I was telling you earlier, like here's a picture of my kids right here, with their pairs, that I bought them for Christmas. So, I wanted them to have that Jordan that I had when I was a kid. And I've told him this story too. And my youngest right here, he's done wore his into the ground, and that's all he wants. That's all he wants to wear. So hopefully they've got that memory too. I'm sorry, this little box is covering up my oldest head. But anyway, I wanted to show you that picture because as a father, it's cool to be able to give your kids something that when you were growing up, you weren't really able to get. But so anyway, I just wanted to tell y'all, my grail is not your grail. You have your own grails, you have your own stories, you have your own nostalgia, you have your own purposes for really liking sneakers. But I wanted to give you a little insights as to what got me back into it. Do I consider myself a sneakerhead? I do like them. I think that they're very artistic. The colors, the colorways, the models. There's certain things that draw me to shoes that I really just like I'll see a shoe sitting on a shelf, and again, just because I'm in my videos saying that I like this shoe and I think this shoe is awesome, it's all just my opinion, guys. It's all just my opinion. It may be the ugliest shoe you've ever seen in your life, and that's fine. I respect that. Okay, I'm just giving my opinion on the shoe. That's all. That's it. These right here, these are my grails. These are the best shoes to me, in my opinion, that's ever came out. That's a classic. That's an icon. A lot of people may say the Jordan 1 Chicago. Some people may say the Yeezy 350 Beluga. I mean, it does. Everybody's different. But again, just getting back to the point at hand, I don't know if I'm a sneakerhead. You tell me if I am. Like I said, I got out of it for years, where I didn't care, but then, something just comes back and it just rekindles a fire in you and a feeling inside of you to where, you really want to get back into it because you like it. And now, yes, I do go out and I buy some shoes that I don't wear. I buy them because I think they look cool, or like I said, it just catches my attention. And quite frankly, I'm able to splurge a little bit right now. Like I said, I would never do anything outside of taking care of my family first, my priorities. You know what I mean? You got to be able to prioritize. But I may buy them, and then 2 weeks later, I may go, what in the heck was I thinking? Why did I buy that shoe? And then I'll turn around and sell it. There's nothing wrong, in my opinion, with selling a shoe. Now, do I like the people that's botting all of the sites and keeping us from getting shoes? Not really. I do realize that it's just part of the sneaker game now. But I don't really like it. No, but what can I do about it? You know what I mean? I can't really do anything about it. So I just get what I can get. I like what I like, and again, doesn't necessarily mean you need to like it. But anyway, I just wanted to ask, like I said, am I a sneakerhead or am I not a sneakerhead? Because I didn't, I fell out of them for 10 or 15 years to where, I didn't care about a sneaker and all I wore was sandals. Does that now make me not an OG sneakerhead? Am I a new age sneakerhead that only cares about reselling and things like that because I choose to double up on shoes sometimes, and I may turn around and sell that one shoe in order to give me some money to buy the other shoe that I'm trying to get that's on the resale market for more money than what I could have got it at retail. It's all messed up, but it's just the way it is right now. Okay, so anyway, look, I love each and every one of you guys that are supporting the channel. A lot of y'all have been here since day one, and I see y'all on the comments, talking. And I just want to know, I want y'all to know that I really appreciate it. This started out as something, and by no means is it big. I've got 200 subs, but guys, well, I feel like we're a close-knit family. And what started out as me and my kids just talking and me telling them that I'm going to start a YouTube channel is actually starting to grow. And for that, I'm appreciative of you, each and every one of you. And I just want to say thank you. And cheers to all you sneakerheads out there, man. It's Jamin. And I'll be back later tonight. I'm going to be doing a video with an unboxing. Actually, for my kids. It's for my kids. So if you want to check out that video and you don't want to miss it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you have, thanks, man. If you like the video, leave me a like. I've learned that, you know, the more likes a video gets, or the more it's shared, the more people that have the possibility of seeing it. So if you enjoy my content, you know, feel free to like the video or not, man. It's really up to you. But I appreciate each and every one of you for your time today. So thanks. Y'all have a good day. Peace.